Hello, everyone. So, I have been researching these Anunnaki gods, Sumerian gods, which I believe all the religious, Bibles and things are based off of these Sumerian god tales. Um, anyways, there's a lot of things on the internet going on about Enki and Enlil, Lord of the Air and Earth, Lord of the Earth and Water. Okay, so I've done a little fact comparison and some theories. Okay, so brainstorm of the facts. The oldest gods known, the original gods, were overthrown because Absu, I don't know if I'm pronouncing the names right, who knows, but wanted all of his sons wiped out. His wife is Temet, okay? So there's lots of people wondering what has happened to or who is the owner of the Tablet of Destiny. So that's what I'm trying to figure out here. So we wrote down just the facts here. He had a son, King Yu, and a son, Anu. Okay. Anu and his brothers overthrew their dad, who wanted them all wiped out, Absu, and they take the tablet of destiny. Okay. So Anu, who is now the sky commander of the universe and has the tablets in theory, um, has a wife and two. Oh my gosh. Is this thing working? Yeah, it's still working. Okay, so he has a wife and two, and Ki, who is Earth Commander Mom. He's the Sky Commander, and then a Sky Mom, or what do we mean by Sky? Universe. Okay, so up there, a different planet, not Earth. This one is Commander of Earth. Okay, so she has a son, Enlil. Okay, Ki has a son, Enlil. And Enki, or Antu, has the son Enki, Lord of the Earth and Water, who also has a son, Marduk. And so some extra facts. There's a poem that says Enki has the tablet. There's also one account of Marduk beating Tiamat, the mother, and getting the tablet. Most of the accounts say that Enlil beats that mother and gets the tablet. There are some accounts, however, that say Enlil beats the mother and remains the tablet holder or leader of the universe. So that means either he had it previously and then beat her, or, either way, he winds up with it, right? Some other facts: Marduk becomes Ra, in Egypt and all that. Enlil becomes a Hebrew god because he believes in not fortification and stuff, even though he did the same thing with the Earth Women, just in spite of what Enki did in his creations. And Enki becomes the Hebrew Satan because he drinks beer and fornicates with Earth Women, even though he was just learning about these things. Goodness sakes. So, personally, I think the opposite, that Enki is the one that stuck up for us always, even though he was a drunk and all that back then. Okay, so we changed, right? Flip to the theories. Okay, here we go. Theory on the Tablet of Destinies. Anu gives the tablet to Enlil. So Anu gets it from when they all beat up the dad and took the tablet. He gives it to Enlil. Now, Tiamat takes the tablet from Enlil and gives it to King Yu because she wanted him to rule all the gods. Now, Enlil beats up Tiamat looking for the tablet that she took, right? And he does not find the tablet. Marduk beats up King Yu, which she should have given it to, right? And does not find the tablet. Because King Yu had given it to Enki. Now, Enki, he had started creating, earth women and things using the tablet, right? Well, Enki sees what's happening. He puts clues together here. Okay, you just beat up the guy that gave me the tablet. Okay, so he decides to approach the guy, Marduk. Or no, he gives it to Marduk because Marduk is his son, right? Okay, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. The tablet, he gives it in exchange for King Yu's blood. Because he wants to use King Yu's blood to create humans. He uses that god blood to create humans. So he gave it to his son, Marduk, in exchange for, so he could be the leader of the universe. It's his son, after all. And so that he could create humans. He chose not to be the ruler of the universe so that he could create humans from this god DNA. Now, Enlil finds this out and is very angered, and he wants all these secret creations killed by the coming flood. He does not want them to know about this coming flood. He wants them all wiped out. So Enki, they're brothers, they're half-brothers, he warns, you use the baptism, Noah, to save them with an ark. Enlil eventually stops being mad, and everyone gets along, finally. So Enlil, even to show he's over it, gives the gift of life to Euthyphesum, or Noah. So they both, I also believe, both became good gods. Enlil and Enki. Enki always sticking up for the humans. Enlil now giving humans long life, or in the tablet's word, everlasting life. Eternal. So these clay Samaritan tablets are the oldest tablets, or the oldest human writings known to man. Found over, Iraq area, stuff like that, modern day Iraq. The oldest tablet or writings known to man. And so some other interesting facts. Did I write it on here? Yeah, the Hebrew God thing and stuff. Enlil became the Hebrew God because he didn't drink. Enki became because he did drink. But yet, they both became gods that were good. Because Enki, always stuck up for the humans and didn't want them destroyed, even though he was the drinker and the one sleeping around. And then Enlil got over it because he did the same thing. Created humans with women. And with Earth women. And so they both got over it. And he even gave long life to Earth people. So instead of wanting them all wiped out, he's giving them long life. So they're both the Hebrew God and the Hebrew Satan are both giving life to humans. They're both good. Now, I do believe there are evil deities and things, that we can't see, and evil people and all this. But a bad apple is a bad apple. But these, who they're calling Satan and who they're calling God, Yahweh and Yeshua, one and the same, they both became good. So draw your own conclusions, whether this was Enki is Yeshua and Enlil Yahweh, or whatever you think. I don't know why they say Satan, just because of the drinking and things, probably. But there you have it. Have we been praying to the wrong God? Should we be praying to whoever created this guy up here at the beginning, right? Who created him? I don't know. Should we not pray at all because they abandoned us here on Earth and went to their home planet? I don't know. Do with it what you will. I was just trying to determine who wound up with that tablet. And I believe they both have it. Enki and Enlil. both being good, both controlling the tablet, both up there in the universe, and none of them here on Earth with us. Isn't that awesome? Just abandon us and go have family time. All right, well, to each their own, I suppose. I just felt like I had to share because some weird crap went on tonight. All right. So, okay. All right. So, when I was talking about, I was doing this research and writing it down, I had a guest here. And I was like, hey, this stuff is the truth. These tablets are what the religion and the Bibles and stuff are based off of, these stories. Enki, if you look up Enki, his storylines are parallel, Jesus or Yeshua or Jehovah. It's weird stuff, man. There's so many parallels. And I said, yeah, but do yourself a favor and don't look into these Sumerian gods. Just believe what you believe. Otherwise, you're going to be researching it and all this. And I kid you not, a freaking plaque fell off the wall when I said that. And I went and looked at it. The nail is perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. Okay, so that was trippy. So I was like, okay, fine. Maybe you should look into it and know the truth. I'm sorry I said that. And then I had quit writing here and was watching TV. And all of a sudden, a sign that says Princess Here hanging over my daughter's door fell off. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm sorry. I lost track, So I decided to write this out the rest of the way and get back into it and quit watching TV because I wanted to do a YouTube on it so that people could learn some truth, do their own research, label me conspiracy theory, whatever. But this is our oldest known writing, these Sumerian tablets in existence, and the amount of information there, much books and writings, more than Dead Sea Scrolls. It's amazing. And I felt the need to share so that things would quit falling off the wall tonight. Whatever that's worth. To each their own. Have a good night.